The back squat. The back squat's going to target our legs and specifically our quads, hamstrings, and glutes. Today we're going to work the different foot stances of the close, the standard, and the sumo, and we're going to talk about the differences between those three. First, we're going to start with how to get yourself set up. Make sure that your J hooks are just below your shoulders so that you have enough room to get up underneath them and stand up underneath the bar. Also, these are safety arms. They're there for your protection so that you can get nice and low without having to worry about the bar crashing down on you. In the event that you go down too low, these safety arms will catch the bar so you can simply crawl out of it with no spectacle. Next, we're going to talk about different types of footwear. This is a squat shoe, and what you can see is it is a flat-soled shoe with an elevated heel. This is designed to elevate your heel to get your shin to come out to get you better range of motion. Okay? What you want to avoid is a running shoe or something that pushes you up onto the balls of your feet. Chuck Taylors are one of my favorites. They're a minimalist, low-cost, very flat-soled shoe. So if you're not looking to break the bank in a squat shoe, this is a great, versatile shoe for the gym. So now we're actually going to get into lift. Just like our other lifts, we want to make sure that we're creating a mantra, something that we can repeat each time we go into it. That way we have something measurable, observable, and repeatable. So I like to get my hands with my index finger on the line of the knurling on the bar. I get myself under the bar, lift, take 2 steps out, where I can then go into my squat. I then take 1 step in, rack the bar, make sure that it's on the J hook before I step out from underneath it. So right here you can see me coming up and just repeating the same things. I'm getting my grip consistent on each side of the bar. I'm getting the bar on my shoulders in the same place, lifting up, taking 1 step back, minimizing my footwork as I go into a close stance squat right here. If you can't go quite as deep as I am in this video, that's okay. Try to work with your ability level. Keep your core engaged and go down as deep as you can while pushing those knees out on each rep. This is going to work more of your quads. Here you see me shifted into a standard squat. This is going to be the one that most of us are familiar with. Feet shoulder width apart, toes slightly out, getting good range of motion, ideally till your hips are parallel with your knees. And then finally the sumo squat, with our feet as wide as they can and our toes pointed out farther than any of the other versions. This is going to work more of our hips and our glutes, and it's going to be harder to get really deep in that range of motion. If done properly, your back squat should look very similar to your air squat or even your box squat. The box squat is a great learning tool that can help you learn the fundamentals of what your squat should look like. Feet shoulder width apart with your hips pointed out. This way your knees, if your hips are pointed out, your knees can point out. You see a lot of times coaches say knees out. Well, we want these 3 lines, the hips, the knees, and the toes to all be on a nice straight line. That way when they articulate, they line up. So hips out, you can use your hands for balance on your air squat, but you go down same way you would with the back squat. Okay, got the bar on your back right here and up. Bar on your back here. In over a decade in coaching the squat, I've had a lot of people come up to me in that initial consult with the same things. It hurts my knees to squat. But then I ask them to show me what their version of a squat looks like, and it looks something like this. You can see there's a lot of tension in my knee and a lot of flexion in my ankle. Also, the weight's in the balls of my feet, not where we want it. There's a lot of pressure in the joint structures, not in the muscles where we want it. So sending our hips back, keeping our shin nice and vertical, and standing up, whether that's on a box, in an air squat, in a back squat. It's going to help you squat pain-free for a long time. I hope this helps. Happy squatting.